Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do the real review for the Galaxy S9 Plus. Now on a side note, I'll do a separate video for the Galaxy S9, but I'm sure nobody's going to watch it because there's only 4 differences between your S9 and your S9 Plus. So let's go over them real quick. Number 1, the price. The Galaxy S9 is about $100 less than the Galaxy S9 Plus, so it's a little bit cheaper. Number 2, the size. The Galaxy S9 is a smaller phone with a smaller display. Number 3, the camera. On the back of your Galaxy S9, you got a single camera. On the back of your S9 Plus, you got a dual camera setup. And the last difference, which is the most important difference, the battery. On your Galaxy S9 Plus, you got a bigger battery than your Galaxy S9. So let me answer a simple question. Which one should you buy? The Galaxy S9 or the Galaxy S9 Plus? Trust me when I tell you, later for the camera setup, later for anything else, get the Galaxy S9 Plus because of the bigger battery. You're going to need that. Now, ladies, fellas with small hands, if you worried about the Galaxy S9 Plus being too big, don't. Look at the size difference. Now, if you put them side by side, the S9 Plus is only a little bit bigger. So if you can hold the Galaxy S9, you can easily hold the Galaxy S9 Plus, and it does have one-hand mode for easy operation. Now, let me answer a couple of questions everybody been asking me all week. Number 1, is the Galaxy S9 Plus the best Galaxy phone out right now? And the answer is yes, without a doubt. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Number 2, if you got a Galaxy S8 Plus, should you upgrade and get the Galaxy S9 Plus? And the answer is yes. One word to describe this upgrade is performance. Now, real quick, let's talk about something, the word upgrade. Now, when people hear upgrade, a lot of people are expecting big upgrades. Now, even if you get just a better processor, that's still an upgrade. You got to keep in mind, every upgrade is not going to be a major upgrade. Now, if you're coming from a Galaxy S3 to a Galaxy S9 Plus, that's a major upgrade. But if you got an S8 Plus and you're going to an S9 Plus, you're going to get some minor upgrades. You're going to get the slow motion camera. You're going to get a newer processor, newer GPU. And my favorite upgrade, which in my personal opinion would be worth the money, you're getting dual speakers and Dolby Sound on your Galaxy S9 Plus. Now, I'm going to go into all of that a little bit more detail in a minute, but trust me when I tell you, this is an upgrade. Now, they might look the same, they might feel the same. Like I said, minor upgrades, software enhancements, and that one key word, performance. Now, if your Galaxy S8 runs like mine's, buggy and laggy, then it's a no-brainer. But if you're one of those lucky people, I know y'all gonna say it, oh, my Galaxy S8 runs the same as it ran fresh out of the box. Cool story, bro, congratulations. Don't get an upgrade. But if your S8 Plus is laggy and you're getting hiccups, you're gonna want that upgrade. This is the best running Galaxy phone that I used yet. Next question. If I had to choose, which one would I get? The Galaxy Note 8 or the Galaxy S9 Plus? Again, here comes that word, performance. Now, y'all know the S Pen, this is my favorite feature on any phone that's out right now. But when it comes to performance, the Galaxy S9 is better. Now, I don't care about the S Pen. I don't care how many features you got. If your phone is not running at maximum performance, it's not a heavy hitter. Now, don't get me wrong, the Galaxy Note 8 is still one of my favorite phones, but performance-wise, the S9 is killing it. Now, you do have some upgrades and the dual speakers. All right, the dual speakers, that's a huge deal for me. All right, so right now, I'm taking the S9 Plus over the Galaxy Note 8. Now, when the Galaxy Note 9 comes out, game over. And one more question before I get into this review. What's my top 3 phones? Everybody been asking me that. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all my specific order just yet, but I will tell you my top 3 phones. Google Pixel 2 XL, Galaxy S9 Plus, and Mate 10 Pro Porsche Edition, or Porsche Edition, depending on where you're from. All right, now, let's get into this. Just like any other phone that I review, there's always going to be some things that I don't like, so we'll talk about those first. And on the side note, this is going to be a long video. All right, now, if you're new to my channel, let me just explain something. When I say real review, I don't mean everybody else's review is fake. No, I call this the real review because I'm a real consumer. All right, now, y'all know I love Samsung, but I don't pledge allegiance to none of these companies. I only pledge allegiance to the hotness. If the phone is hot, I'm going to say it's hot. If it's not, I'm going to call it trash. Now, this is a review unit, but I do have 2 units that I purchased on my own, so I'm a consumer. So this is a consumer-based review. All right, so let's get into everything that I don't like first. Number 1, the price. Now, I'm not talking about the trade-in value. I'm talking about if you just walked into the store and said, let me get a Galaxy S9 Plus off contract, or if you went to Samsung.com, you don't have a phone to trade in, let me get a Galaxy S9 Plus. The price is too goddamn high. Now, the cheapest one is unlocked version, and you're still looking at around $900. Now, if you're unlucky enough to be on Verizon and you're buying it from Samsung.com, you're looking at almost $1,000. Now, $1,000 for a flagship phone in this day and age, the price is too goddamn high. Especially when you got phones like the OnePlus 5T and you got the sleeper phone of the year, the Honor V10. This is a $500 phone that could go pound for pound with any flagship phone out right now. Now, of course, it could go pound for pound. It's going to lose. No wireless charging. It's not water resistant. The camera is a little bit less, but pound for pound. Processor wise, if you're just using it for basic stuff, taking pictures of your food, taking pictures, of your kids and all that, going on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, doing your day-to-day activities, this phone, OnePlus 5T, $500 phones that are coming in for the flagship titles. So $1,000, the price is too goddamn high. Next, storage. Now, even if you go online and look, it's going to say the Galaxy S9 Plus comes in 64 gigs, 128, and 256. But right now, you can't find a 128 or 256 gig version. Go to Samsung.com right now, try to order a phone. It's only going to be 64 gigs. Which brings me back to my first point. The price is too goddamn high for a phone with 64 gigs. Take a look at this V10. $500, 6 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage and expandable memory. $500. So 64 gigs, that ain't enough, especially when you got a phone that shoots 4K video. You're going to want to download a bunch of apps. You're going to want to go crazy with it. 64 gigs, that they need to alleviate that. The 128 needs to be the minimum gigage for any phone out right now. Now, you see, Apple learned this lesson with 16 gigs. They got rid of that. All right, 32 gigs, that's a joke. 64 gigs, that's pushing the threshold of trash. It should be 128, 256, and then let's try to get even bigger than that in the future. All right, so I don't like the storage capacity. I'm not feeling that. Next, no IR blaster. Now, I can tell you a quick story about IR blaster, which I'll tell you in a second. But no IR blaster, especially coming from a company like Samsung, who pioneered the IR blaster. You remember back in the days, the phones with IR blasters, Samsung, HTC, LG. Those are the phones with IR blasters. So when you got a phone that had an IR blaster and they removed it, I'm not feeling that. Now, you notice I'm not going to talk about removable batteries because pretty much no phone has that anymore. But look at this V10. IR blast on the top. Look at one of my other favorite phones, Mate 10 Pro, IR blast on the top. Now take a look at the top of these phones real quick. You could easily drop an IR blaster right on this phone. Now some people's not going to think it's a big deal, but if you got a phone with an IR blaster, you're not going to want to go back to not having an IR blaster. Now let me tell you the quick story that happened to me just this morning. Now, I had to go to BMW dealership to pick up some stock parts. They called me on the phone yesterday and told me the part would be there at 9 o'clock. So I show up at 9 o'clock on the dot. I'm ready to go. When I get there, they're like, nah, we don't got it yet. You're going to have to wait about an hour. So I go sit down in the waiting room. The TV is on the Weather Channel. Now, 9 o'clock in the morning, I like to know the weather as much as the next man. But who wants to watch the Weather Channel for an hour straight? Pull out my Mate 10 Pro. Let me show you exactly which app I use, just in case y'all wondering. Pull out the Mate 10 Pro, Smart Remote. Go to Smart Remote, go to Add, Setup Box. All right, I pointed it right at the TV. They had a Spectrum cable box. Pointed right at the cable box, paired it up, changed the channel. Now I went from watching the Weather Channel to Jerry. And of course, You Are Not the Father. Now, that's what I want to see early in the morning. I don't really care about the weather. I'm outside. I can see that. I need to know the latest You Are Not the Father dance. So IR blaster, that's a huge deal for me, especially when you got it on a $500 phone. You just spent $1,000 for a phone. Why not throw an IR blaster? Now, this one costs even more, but you got an IR blaster. $500 IR blaster, $1,000 no IR blaster. Now, another thing I want to mention real quick, a lot of people are under the impression that IR blasters only work on TVs. Again, let me show you this app real quick. If you go to your IR Blaster app, you notice that it works with your TV, your air conditioner, your cable box, your digital cameras, your network routers, DVD players, projectors, and customize. You can add more. Now, I just bought a blender, a fancy blender that has a remote control. I hacked into it with this phone, and I'm able to control my blender using my phone's IR Blaster. Now, me personally, I use this to control my air conditioner. I control my TV, my DVD player, my stereos. Anything that has an infrared remote, you can find some way to use your phone. So IR Blaster, that's a big deal for me. Samsung, if you're watching this video, bring back the IR Blasters. Everybody, let's do a hashtag, bring back the IR Blasters. Next. Now, of course, some people are going to say I'm being petty, but y'all know they call me Petty Roosevelt. So I got to mention everything that I can think of. No motion gesture on your iris sensor. What does that mean? Here's your Galaxy S9 Plus. Now, when I want to open it up, you see I just picked up the phone. I'm looking directly at the screen. Nothing. So in order to open it up, I got to either press the home button or press the power button, which is going to bring me to my iris sensor, and then I can open it up. I don't like that. They need to have a motion gesture. Again, $500 phone. Let me show you how this works. Now, say the phone is on the table. We'll turn it off. Once I pick it up, it automatically brings me to my iris sensor display. Now, this is not iris sensor's facial unlock, but you get what I'm saying. Got the phone on the table. As soon as I pick it up and look at it, it just opens up. Same thing with your iPhone 10. When you pick it up, now you're going to have to swipe that, but you got that motion. Same thing on your LG V30. Now, of course, how hard is it to press the power button? How hard is it to press the home button? It's not hard at all. Giggity. But for $1,000, why does a $500 phone do it and my $1,000 phone doesn't do it? I like to have the phone on the table, pick it up, and just look at it, and it just opens up. No pressing any buttons. All right, so that's something that they need to add. That's a little software upgrade. Why not upgrade it? Next. Now, this is something major. No screen recording. Now, in this day and age, a lot of phones got it. You got it on all your Apple phones. Take it to your Mate 10 Pro again. Let's open this up. Check this out. Let's hit home. Scroll down. Let's go to settings. You see that little button right there? Screen recording. Screen recording is huge, especially if you're big on Instagram and you want to send somebody's story to somebody else, or you're watching a video, you just want to record a certain part. Screen recording, that's a major feature. Now, with any Android phone, you can get screen recording apps. They have root and non-root apps available. But something simple like screen recording, that should be a stock feature built into every Galaxy phone. Now, I had the same complaint last year, and I will give Samsung credit. They do listen to the customers. A lot of the stuff that I was bitching about last year, I can't even mention. Fingerprint sensor placement, they changed that. Dual speakers on the front, they changed that. So let's keep, now this is my job. I got to keep on bringing up the things that I don't like and hope Samsung incorporates them into the next phone. So screen recording, Samsung, if you're watching this video, we need that. Next. Now, ultra pettiness, no wide angle lens on the front facing camera. Take your LG G6, dedicated wide angle lens on the front facing camera. Now, on your Galaxy S9, even on your S8 Plus and your S8s, you got wide angle pictures on your selfie camera, but basically what you're doing is taking a panoramic shot. Now, that does work. Yeah, that's cool. But the problem with that is the background. Now, if you're taking a panoramic wide angle selfie and there's people moving in the background, in order to get that selfie, you're going to have to move to the left, then move to the right. Now, if you're out drinking or you got the shaky hands and you don't do it perfectly, the background is going to come out warped. Now, if you got people moving in the background, the best way to demo this, if you got a Galaxy S9 at home, do a wide angle lens in front of a TV screen that's playing and watch the TV screen. It's going to be stretched out. It's going to look a little warped. I'm not really feeling that. For $1,000, why not get a dedicated wide angle selfie lens? Especially when you got a phone that's so camera heavy. This camera is one of the major selling points of this phone. We need the wide angle selfie lens. We don't need that panoramic trash. All right, we don't need that. So wide angle lens, I would have liked to have seen that. You don't got that. I would like to have seen that. You don't got that on your S8 or your S9 Plus, actually. Let's keep it moving. Next, the Bixby button. Now, I bitched about this last time. I'm going to continue griping about this. The Bixby button, this is the perfect location for a button. Now, I understand they're trying to push you to use Bixby. I understand that. But some people just don't want to use Bixby, like me. I use it here and there. But having this dedicated button that you can only use for Bixby, that's trash. Now, of course, you could go to your Android market. You can download the Bixby remap buttons and all of that. But for $1,000, why isn't that a stock feature? This could have been the ultimate World Star Hip Hop button. Imagine you can map this to whatever you want, fresh out of the box. Hit that button once and it automatically starts recording. You won't miss any drama when you're outside. That's the World Star button. Now, you do got your double tap, take it to your camera, and then you go to record. But imagine how much faster it would be just pressing one button and automatically recording. Or pressing one button, dialing your favorite contact. Press one button, take it right to your Instagram DMs. That would have been a dope feature. Now, one thing I will say about using that Bixby remap button, I used it for a while. It does have its bugs. I don't know. I haven't used it in the last couple of weeks, so maybe they upgraded it or did an update. But the times I was using it on my Galaxy Note and on my S8, it's been kind of buggy, and I stopped using it. So I would have liked to have seen that too. Bixby remap button. Next. Now this has to do with the dual speakers. You got dual speakers on the phone, one on the top, one on the bottom. Why is it when you're making a phone call and using speakerphone, you only get sound out of the bottom? I'm not feeling that at all. Now, if I'm using my Galaxy S9 Plus, I got it on the table, I'm using that as a speakerphone, you got dual speakers. Why not take advantage of both speakers? You're only going to hear the sound coming out the bottom. Now, that they might be able to do something with a little update on that, but as of right now, you can't do that, and I'm not feeling that. Now, I save my biggest gripe for last. The biggest thing that I don't like about this phone is the battery. The battery on this phone, now I'm not going to say it's trash. I'm not going to say it's garbage. Now, if y'all don't know, there's a difference between garbage and gabbage. Gabbage is worse. I would say the battery on this phone is meh. M-E-H. Now, I want to show you something real quick. Let me pull up my where's my iPhone at? I want to show y'all this. All right, so this is a message I got from one of my friends on Instagram, literally today at 4:34 p.m. Let's all read it together. Question for you about your S9 Plus. Do you find that the battery dies quickly? I feel like I'm always putting it on the charger. Well, not dies, but drains. Check out my response. 4 words. The battery sucks. LOL. Now, when I put LOL, you know I'm not really laughing. I'm really mad because I spent $1,000 on this phone and the battery is trash. And her response was, okay, I'm glad it's not just me. Thanks. Look, we had this problem before. We talk about this with every Galaxy phone. A 3,500 milliamp battery on a phone that has a Quad HD display, all this super processing power is not enough. Now, I will say this. There's a lot of ways you can extend your battery. 2 ways. Number 1, get yourself a portable battery charger. Or get yourself a Zero Lemon or whatever Mophie, whatever company you want. Get a battery charge case. But the problem with these fixes, you're going to have to spend some more money. Now, you just dropped $1,000. Here goes another 50. Zero Lemon case. That's going to be about another 50. Now, if you want to solve that problem without spending any money, there's some other easy fixes you could do. You could go to your power saving, go to your settings, put on power saving mode. You're always on display. You don't have to be a douchebag like me and have it on max brightness. If you tap your always on display, you notice you got settings. Turn your always on display to minimum settings or turn it off altogether. Turn off your haptic feedback. Put your apps to sleep in the background. Turn off the frequency that you get your emails and all that. There's a lot of battery saving tips and tricks that you could do, which will extend the battery. But my point is, for $1,000, you shouldn't have to do none of that. They need to put a bigger battery. Now, I got to bring up my other phone one more time. Mate 10 Pro. Now, if you look at this phone, let's take it out the case. If you look at this phone, what's the difference in the thickness? No difference. But this phone has a 4,000 milliamp battery, and this phone has a 3,500 milliamp battery. Now, of course, this doesn't have Quad HD display, but this battery lasts all day long. Now, if I had to choose between Quad HD and all-day battery, give me the all-day battery. Now with your Galaxy Note 8, your Galaxy S9 Plus, you can go to settings and you can turn off performance mode. You can put it on, you don't have to have it on Quad HD. But that's like buying a BMW M3 and not driving it in sport mode. Why would you do that? Get a 335. If you're gonna go out and spend $1,000 on the Galaxy S9 Plus, you want to rock this on maximum performance mode. You want maximum brightness to enjoy that Quad HD display. You want all your emails, everything coming in the way it's supposed to come in frequently. You want your haptic feedback. And what good is having an always-on display if you can't see it? Now, let me get a little wipe down. This is max brightness, but I'm under a bright LED light. But what good is having an always-on display and you got your phone on a nice wireless dock? I think I got one right here. Just for demonstration purposes, let me show you what that looks like. My bad, y'all. I had to take a phone call. Now, I'm making this video a little bit early in the evening, so I'm still getting some of my work calls, so y'all got to bear with me. Next, no Quick Charge 3.0. Now, your Galaxy S9 Plus, you got Quick Charge 2.0. Now, don't get me wrong. That still charges up nice and fast. It's a shit shower and shave phone. But for $1,000, I need to have the latest and greatest specs, even if it's just a spec on paper. Now, you got phones that cost $500 that's running Quick Charge 3.0. Now, I understand Samsung might be a little bit leery, especially after what happened with the Galaxy Note 7 and the whole battery debacle. They might not want to take any chances. But if you're charging me top dollar, I need the top specs. Next, color choices. Now, I'm a big fan of the Wesley Snipes Black, the Wakanda edition. That's my favorite color. Y'all know how I feel about the lilac purple, aka the purple haze, or the Thanos version. I'm feeling the coral blue, the marine biologist phone. But why not come out with more choices? I hate when companies only limit you to a few choices. What about people that want the adamantium silver? What if you want white or gold? Shout out to HTC. Remember last year they almost broke the internet with that solar red HTC U11? Imagine a cherry red Samsung Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus. I need more color choices. Now, Samsung will probably piss you off by coming out with a gold version or a red version 2 months later after you already passed your date of returning the phone. So you're going to be locked in with whatever color you choose. I don't like that. Bring out all the colors up front. And last but not least, now this is ultra petty, no thought protection. Now, I'll be trolling when I say thought protection. If y'all don't know what thought protection is, watch my last video on the Honor V10. Skip to the end. I gave you a perfect demo of what thought protection is. Now, you got secure folders. I'm going to go over those in a second. But there's nothing like being able to switch your folders by just using your fingerprint. Now, look, I understand some people are going to say, oh, you know, they can't copy off Huawei just like that. Why not? Why not? There's no brand loyalty here. You the consumer. You should want all of these companies to copy off each other. Now, if you notice, look at a lot of these Android phones coming out. They're all copying Apple with that notch on the phone. You know, the notch on the front. A lot of companies copy from each other. I don't care. I want each company to copy off each other so this way I can have the best phone out. So Samsung, if you're going to copy something, copy Huawei's thought protection. And I'll show you how that works with the secure folders on this. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as thought protection. Now, of course, I keep saying thought protection. That's just a little joke. But you could call it kid protection. Anybody that has kids, if you're like me, you got a nosy kid that's always in your phone, call it kid protection. If you leave your phone on your table at work, call it anti-boss protection. Your boss can pick up your phone. She won't see your scumbag tactics that you usually do on your job. So that's it right there for everything that I don't like. Now let's get into everything that I do like. Real quick, I got to take a sip of this thought juice. Give me a couple of seconds. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so I'm back in. Now let's get into everything that I do like. Number one, the price. Now, I'm not talking about buying this off contract. I'm talking about buying it from Samsung.com using their trade-in special. The price is right. Now, for my Galaxy S9 Plus, I traded in the Galaxy S7. They knocked off $300, so I paid around $550. For the Galaxy S9, I traded in an iPhone 7. They knocked off $300, so I got this phone for less than $500. That is a major win. So my advice would be, if you're looking to get a Galaxy S9 or an S9 Plus and you got a phone to trade in, get it from Samsung.com. Next, build quality. Now, the build quality on this is A1. all premium materials. You're going to love that glass back design. Yeah, it's a fingerprint magnet, so you're going to need your microfiber cleaning cloth. It is what it is. You got the curved display. The build quality is a go. It is water resistant also. Now, one thing I got to mention, just like any other glass back phone, you're going to want to rock a case on this. Now, if you're brave and you want to rock this with no case, be careful. Take a look at my Galaxy Note 8. I was rocking this butt naked raw dog, shoveling the snow, and it's popped out of my pocket. Now I got some battle scars. So I will be putting this up on the HSN network. Somebody's going to get a good deal because of that little scar right there. But it is what it is. But build quality, A1. Next, let's talk about the look. How do these phones look compared to other phones that's out right now? Look for yourself. Now, that's one thing I love about Galaxy phones, the look. The only two phones that I think look better might be the Mate 10 Pro and the HTC U11. But all three of these phones, the look is amazing. All right, now, I say rock a case, but when you get to dinner, you get to that restaurant, you get to that bar, you get to work, and you know you're in a safe environment, take the case off and let this beautiful phone shine. Look at the light reflecting off these. All right, so the look on these, major go. Next, let's talk about the feel. How does the phone feel? Now, y'all know what I'm going to say next, so everybody say it with me. Feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. No sharp edges. The phone is not too big, fits comfortably. Now, I got big hands, but even if you got small hands, the phone is going to fit comfortably in your hands. You're going to love this phone. All right, so the look, the feel, the build, A1. Next, let's talk about the fingerprint sensor. Now, I said this during the unboxing. This might be the best fingerprint sensor that Samsung has ever made yet. Now, let me retract that. I'm not even going to say might. This is without a doubt the best fingerprint sensor that Samsung has ever made. Now, when you first get this phone and you're setting up your fingerprint, it's not your traditional way where you keep tapping up and down. You're going to swipe your finger one time and it registers. Now, according to Samsung, it's supposed to learn your finger over time. So it's supposed to get faster and faster with time. But I'm speaking from using this after a full week straight. This is one of the best fingerprint sensors on the market, if not the best, when it comes to responsiveness. Now look at the placement. That was one of the things that I didn't like. Let me wipe this down real quick. One of the things I didn't like with the S8 and the Note 8. Now your fingerprint sensor is much easier to reach. So this way, when you're eating that chicken and you got all that fried chicken grease in your fingers, you're not going to smudge up your camera. So you got easy access to your fingerprint sensor. All you got to do is find it. All right, let me find that real quick. Now, it's a lot easier when you're using a case because most cases, especially the speaking ones, have that little line. So when you slide your finger up, it's going to fit right into location. But the fingerprint sensor works 100% of the time. No lags, no hiccups, no nothing. And I'm feeling the placement. So this is the best fingerprint sensor yet. Next, let's talk about the iris sensor. Now, anybody that has a Note 8, you know that your iris sensor, after a while, it did start to get a little bit laggy, so you probably started using facial unlock instead. With your Galaxy S9 and your S9 Plus, now you got your iris sensor and facial unlock, and they have intelligent scan. So intelligent scan means it's using your iris sensor and the face unlock at the same time. So now you don't have to make a choice whether you want just iris or just face. Now you got both. And the iris sensor combined with the facial unlock for intelligent scan, it works super fast every single time. All you got to do is look at your phone and it pops right open. Now, the only thing I wish it would have been better. Now, I'm trying to do this from behind the camera. Let me lean down a little bit. You see, it works 100% of the time. Only thing I wish it would have been better is when you pick up the phone, it would have automatically brought you to that iris screen. But it is what it is. All right, so iris sensor, facial unlock, and it's secure. All right, now that's the difference between the V10 and the OnePlus 5T. Yeah, you might say the facial unlock seems like it works faster, but it's not as secure. If you notice with your OnePlus 5T or your your Honor V10, facial unlock works super fast, but it's not secure. That's why you can't use facial unlock for payment methods. With your Galaxy phones, you can use your iris for payment methods because it's secure. You see it telling me hold the phone higher. All right, let me try to look at this one more time. Bang, just like that. Now you can make all your Samsung Pay transactions. You can use your Google Pay, whatever you want, tie it into the iris sensor. So the iris sensor, major go. Next, let's talk about the display. Now you got that Quad HD. Let's get this on max brightness so y'all can really enjoy this. Quad HD. This is the best display on the market right now. What's the difference between this and the Pixel 2 XL? No blue tint. Now, you notice, look side to side. Polarizer done right on this one. No blue tint. You can't tell where the screen stops and starts with these bezels. This display is stunning. That's the only word I could use to describe this. Maybe breathtaking, fancy words alert. But you're going to love this display. The viewing angles, amazing. This is a display. Now, I said at the beginning, I'd rather have a non-Quad HD with a bigger battery. But when you put this next to a Mate 10 Pro, then you understand why you're probably going to want that Quad HD display. So the display is amazing. Next, let's talk about always on display since we're on the topic of display. Let's get a little wipe down. You got your always on display. Now, this is a fully functional always on display. So if I double tap that, I can swipe over. You see I got my music. Swipe over again. Got my calendar events. I can open those up. Let's exit back out. You see I got notifications on the bottom. So I got a Facebook. I got a YouTube. I got 7 more. Double tap on those. And then I just open up the phone and see all my messages. Always on display is a major go. Now, what's the difference between this always on display and the always on display that's on your Note 8 or your S8 Plus? Notice when I tap it, now I have a little slider right here. I can adjust the brightness. You see, I just turned it down. I can adjust it all the way off or adjust the brightness to all the way on. No more auto brightness. Now, this is perfect. If you're using your phone in a dock and it's wirelessly charging, then you're going to want the always on display to be at max brightness. Same thing if you're using this as a night clock. Why not plug it in and get the full enjoyment of this? So always on display, no question, best on the market. Next, video lock screen. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about this, so I'll show you that one time. Look at the video lock screen. All right, now I just looked at the phone. Let me try not to look at it. Here's your video lock screen. Now, a lot of people was asking me, how did I do this? I'll show you real quick. This is not a wallpaper. This ain't nothing fancy. This is literally me just recording when I went through the car wash. Now, I happened to be going through the car wash and I noticed the water was cascading off the windshield. It looked real nice. I said, that might make a nice wallpaper. So I record it, and sure enough, it does. Now, how do you set this up? Real simple. Go to your phone camera, make a video. Once you finish that video, you see those 3 dots at the top? Hit the 3 dots, and it's going to allow you to assign that as your lock screen wallpaper. Now, the only issue with that is you can't have it. So right now, maybe that's going to come with an update. But right now, you can't have that as your home screen wallpaper. Now, there's apps you can download that you can use that, but they're going to make your phone run a little bit buggy and laggy. Those apps have been out for years. I never use them. But so far with the S9 and the S9 Plus, the video lock screens, they work 100%, no lag. Now, let me pull out my S9. I'll show you. I got one on that too. What I just do? Oh, here it goes. S9. On the S9. Now, again, I was just driving around on my way to this car show. I said, this might make a nice lock screen wallpaper. I was following behind the dude with a badass M3. So I just recorded it. Now, this is my lock screen. So every time you pick up the phone, you hit that power button. You see, you still got all your notifications are transparent, but you're going to have a nice video playing in the background. That is pretty dope. And if y'all really want this one that bad, hit me up. I could probably send it to you, but my advice is just make your own. Get something that's custom to you. I got another dope one of me fighting with Xerxes on the table. I'll upload that one too. Okay, let's keep it moving. Next. Now, here's a nice little hidden feature that a lot of people didn't notice. Screen rotation. Now, I'm not talking about your regular screen rotation, just rotate the screen. Check this out. Screen rotation. This is a major go. Now, this is one of the best things I love about the iPhone 8 Plus. A lot of Android phones don't do that. Some of them do. But now you got screen rotation. Why is that a big deal? If you got your phone in a car dock, chances are you're going to have it like this. Now, if you got your phone in a car dock like this, you're going to look like a certified Uber driver. Now, that's nothing against Uber, but if I'm going to look like an Uber driver, at least let me get paid. If you're not working as an Uber driver, but you look like an Uber driver and you're not getting no money for it, that's a no-go. So most of the time when you put your phone in the dock, you want to put it sideways. It just looks a little bit better. So now when you put your phone sideways, everything reorientates into the landscape mode. How do you do that? Real simple. Go to your home screen, pinch in, go to home screen settings. Now you got, which one is that? I just seen that somewhere. Oh, portrait mode only. So now you got the setting portrait mode only. If you turn that on, it's not going to rotate. Turn that off and it will rotate. Go on your Galaxy Note 8, your Galaxy S8 or S8 Plus. You don't got that feature. So when you rotate it, it's not going to rotate. Now it's going to rotate. That's a nice little Easter egg right there. I just happened to figure that out playing around with my dock. That's a nice little touch. Let's keep it moving. Next. Now, keep in mind, this is no specific order. I'm just ranting off everything that I do like. Next, wireless charge. Now, some people are going to say that's a gimmick. I know. A lot of people that had iPhones, they were saying that's a gimmick until Apple phones got it. Now it's not a gimmick. Anybody that thinks wireless charge is a gimmick, go to any new restaurant, especially in the airport. When you go to the new restaurants in the airport or the bars, all of the bars have wireless chargers built into the bar table. So when you're sitting at the bar ordering a drink, just put your phone down like this and it's going to start wirelessly charging. Now, I happened to be in the dealer today. I was looking at the BMW M760. They want $180,000. It's ridiculous. But inside of that car, there's a built-in wireless charging mat inside the car. Now, that's pretty much a lot of cars are going to start following that trend. So once you get in your car, you just put your phone down and it's going to start wirelessly charging. No wires, no cable. It just makes your desktop setup look that much more neat and clean without all them wires hanging around all over the place. Now, I don't have this one plugged in, but if I did, this is how easy it would be for me to charge the phone, take it off the charger, put it back on, take it back off. None of this looking for wires, wire fall underneath the desk. Now you're in your knees, getting mad knee scuffs, looking for that cable. Wireless charge is the way to go. Wireless charge on all of these Samsung phones. Next, let's talk about the battery real quick. Now, I already said the battery is not trash, but it's not the best in the world. I'll give this a number. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the battery a 6. All right, it's a little bit above average. That's why I put it at MEH status, a little bit above average. I would have liked to have seen a 4,000 milliamp battery, or why not Samsung? Let's go crazy. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to mind a little bit of extra thickness. I mean, come on, we're not in a race for the thinnest phone. Nobody's going to mind a little bit of extra thickness to be able to rock their phone all day long. Let's keep it moving. Next, the processor. Now, the processor on this, you got the latest and greatest Snapdragon. No lag at all. Now, of course, we're going to have to wait to test the time. Now, I can't wait forever. I try to wait a week before I do my full review. I can't wait forever. Usually the lag, if it's going to start lagging, give it about a month to 2 months. Then you'll notice the lag. But so far, even with my S8 and my Note, after a week, I was seeing hiccups. On this one, I'm seeing literally no hiccups. Now, one thing I will mention, disable the Bixby if you don't use it, because you're going to notice the one little hiccup is when you swipe over the Bixby. That's when you're going to see a little lag. Now, if you keep doing that and seeing that little bit of lag, at some point, it's going to start to burn into your subconscious. You're going to think that the phone is lagging, and it's really not. It's just that Bixby. So if you want to use Bixby, hit the Bixby button, activate your Bixby like that. You know, go to old-fashioned way. Like, if you swipe, though, you're not going to like that little lag animation. But as of right now, look at this. No lag whatsoever. Now, let's try my one way to get a Samsung phone to lag is wait till you get a whole bunch of notifications and then do this. Get a whole bunch of notifications, hit clear, and then swipe. Now, you see, this is one of the Samsung phones, now I've been using this for over a week, that you can clear all your notifications and then swipe. If you don't believe me, pull out your Galaxy Note 8 right now. Wait till you got a bunch of notifications, not 3, not 4 notifications. Let them build up. Hit clear all and then try to swipe left and right and watch the lag. That's on all Galaxy phones. This is the first Galaxy phone that I can clear all my notifications and swipe immediately and no lag. You see, it was a millisecond worth of lag, but nothing at all. Now, one thing I like about this too, you see how I'm swiping from the top for the notifications? You don't have to do that. You can swipe from the middle. You don't have to go all the way from the top. So again, ladies, fellas with small hands, swipe right down from the middle. Get your notifications. But the process on this, so far, so good. I'm loving it. Performance. I say it with me, y'all. Performance. This phone performs. Next, let's talk about multitasking. Go to Facebook. We'll open up something else at the same time. And look how much stuff I got open at the bottom. Let's see. Let's go to, matter of fact, here, let's try it like this. Let's open up YouTube. Let's see what's popping on YouTube right now. Okay, we got some Snoop Dogg activities. All right, so Mortal Kombat. All right, so we're watching Mortal Kombat, and I'm on Facebook at the same time. Okay, up in the gym looking brolic. Okay, so we'll pause that. Multitasking on this works smooth. All right, no problems at all. Now, I'm going to get into some of these other features in a second. Matter of fact, since we're here, why not? Let's talk about Edge. Now, I'm going to try to wrap this up. I know I'm taking forever. This is more like a rant review, but it is what it is. Here's your edges, all right? So now, people, you got your... This is the way... Now, you can customize this. You can customize this, but I got mine set up to Sports Edge. I didn't even set that up yet. I got an Apps Edge. I got my People Edge. Smart Select, I'll go through those in a second, and Performance. Now, this is the Device Maintenance Edge. This is the most important edge panel that you're going to want to keep your phone running smooth. Now, one thing I noticed, Verizon phones are the only Galaxy phones that don't come with this edge panel as a stock panel. But you see, I got 100. I just it's optimized already. But if my phone would happen to start slowing down or I notice any hiccups, I would just hit Optimize. You'll see it a little clear everything out. And it'll go right to the maintenance. But from that tab, I can open up everything. I got performance mode. I can turn that on and off. Storage CS at 98. Let's optimize it right now. Bang. Let's go to memory. Okay. I can just hit clean now. All of this stuff that's running in the background. Now, you don't have to do this all the time. But what I find is when I'm swiping through my edges and I happen to come across it, why not just clean everything up? Now, let me show you some of this stuff real quick. Smart Select. I will hit rectangle. If I wanted to just show somebody what apps I got. Done. Bang. Smart Select. Now, if I want, I can filter out the text, just the text that's in this picture. So extract the text, all of the text that's in that picture. That's kind of dope if you're using the phone for business and you want to extract the text off a business card. You took a picture of that business card. Just use that Smart Select, take all the information right off. Let's keep it moving. Same thing, you got oval. It's the only difference is it's a circle. Extract the text, share it, do whatever you want. Now, let me show you the one I use the most. Oh, okay, well, animated GIF. Do I need to do that again? I'll do it real quick. Just some people didn't see that. Maybe I didn't see the last video. We'll do animated GIF. Let's find something with some animation. Maybe this has animation. Okay, here we go. We'll do a little animated GIF right here. All right, so I'll put this right in the box. Hit record. All right, so I'm recording right now. And we'll hit stop. Now let's exit out of that. Here's my animated GIF. I just made that right off a YouTube video. And I can send this as a message. Do whatever I want. That is so dope because think about it, fellas. Use your imagination. It could be any video that's on the screen. So instead of sending the emoji or sending your AR emoji, if you want to get fully creative, send the animated GIF. All right? And like I said, you could use any video that's on the net. Anything. I'll let you exit out of that. All right, now let's see. Pin the screen. Let me show you how pin the screen works. My bad, y'all. I had to switch phones. My brother just called me on this one, and I didn't want to put his number on blast. All right, so where was we? Now, let me show you my favorite Smart Select, pin the screen. All right, so we'll open up the calendar. I'll open up the edge. You see pin the screen. Hit that. You're going to get a little box. Now, I'll just resize this. Put it right into my calendar. Hit pin the screen. Now, once I exit out of this, any screen that I'm on, I'm going to have my calendar pinned on the top. Now, you can pin whatever you want. Then you can minimize it, or you can just shrink it out and close it all together. That's my favorite one. Now, let's go to, let's see, anything else? You can have two apps open at the same time. Let's go to settings. Now here's all your stock ones that come pre-installed. You can download more, and you can change this handle size. So let's go to edge panel handle. Now you see mine is almost invisible, but if I change the transparency, you see how bright it is now? But I already know exactly where it's at. You can put it on the left or the right or the top or the bottom. So I usually leave it on the bottom right, fully transparent. You know it's there. You can't miss it. Now here's the thing. If you got it on the top and you don't change the transparency, anytime you take a screenshot, that little edge is going to be in your screenshot. So if you want to repost a picture on Instagram and you take a screenshot and your edge panel handle is on the top, that little blue bar is going to be there. So take my advice, put it on the bottom. All right, let's keep it moving. What else? Let's talk about the speakers. Let me pull up some music real quick. All right, so let's take it over to Bike Life, max volume. Now listen to these speakers. Sound coming from the top and the bottom. Look, if I cover the bottom, see how crystal clear the top one is? Look at that display. The display and the speaker combination, amazing. Check this out. Now, are these better than the Razer phone? No. But will these compete with the iPhone 10, Mate 10 Pro, Google Pixel 2 XL, HTC U11? The answer is yes. Listen one more time. You can almost feel the phone vibrating in your hand. You're gonna love these speakers, trust me. Now let me show you something real quick. Now when you're playing your music, go to your Dolby Atmos settings, make sure that's activated. And if you hold down on this, you're gonna get your menu. So you can turn that on and off if you want. You got auto, movie, music, and voice. Now, speaking of speakers, the headphones that came with this phone are amazing. Now, they're tuned by AKG. When you plug these headphones in, now this phone doesn't have a quad hi-fi deck per se. I did a little test. I played the same song, the same headphones, the same AKGs with the V30 and this. Now, the V30 quad deck. The V30 did sound a little bit better, but not by much. Play with the Dolby settings on this. You're going to be blown away. Now, I'm taking a flight tomorrow morning. I'm not even bringing no fancy headphones. I'm bringing this phone and the AKG headphones, and I'm going to rock out. So the headphones on this, major go. All right, let's talk about smart features real quick. Let's go to settings, go to advanced features. You got smart stay. So basically, that's going to keep the phone display on while you're looking at it. You got one-handed mode. Fellas with small hands, ladies, small hands. If you can't reach the whole screen, put it in one-handed mode. Now you got your fingerprint gestures. I don't use that, but this way you can swipe down and use the fingerprint sensor to activate your notification screen. But with this phone, you can activate that from anywhere, so you don't need that. Quick launch for your camera. That's your World Star Hip Hop button. Hit the power button twice. Look how fast it takes you right to your camera. Then you can start recording, start taking pictures, do what you do. All right, so that's a major go right there. Let me unlock this again. Let's see. You got multi-window. Now let me show you multi-window real quick. All right, my bad, y'all. They killing me with the phone calls, but it is Friday night, and I got to get this shmoney. Shout out to White Shoes. She popped in on her day off. All right, so let's open up Facebook. Now we can start from the corner, minimize this. We can move it around. It's a still fully open, functional Facebook app. Now I can scroll to all my different home screens, open up other apps at the same time. Let's minimize this, hit the button, turn it into that little ball. Let's open up Google Plus. Same thing. Shrink it down, move it around, turn it into a little ball. Let's open up YouTube. Same thing, shrink it down, minimize it, turn it into a little ball. Now say I open up Instagram. I'm chilling on Instagram. Say I want to take it back to YouTube. Hit the button. You see I got 3 fully running apps in the background. Open up YouTube. There's my YouTube. Open up Facebook. There's my Facebook. Open up Google Talk. Multitasking on this phone is a beast. And if you notice, I'm doing all of this with no lag. Then I can hit home. It's going to turn them back into a little ball. I can exit out one by one or get rid of all 3 at the same time. Major go. All right, so let's see. Any other smart features we need to take a look at? I'm going to try to wrap this up quick. All right, let's see. You got smart capture. Basically what that is, when you take a screenshot, you get your choices on the bottom. So you can take Bixby Vision, scroll capture, keep taking more. You could draw or crop. You got your palm swipe to capture. Just swipe across the screen. That takes a screenshot. You got your direct call. So if you're on a contact, put the phone to your ear. It'll automatically call that number. You got your smart alerts. All right, so this way, say you got your phone on the table and you got a missed call. As soon as you pick up the phone, it's going to vibrate to let you know you got a missed call. Got your easy mute, just flip it over, swipe to send or call messages. Basically, if you're in a contact, now I don't want to put nobody's number on blast, so this is the demo, but say you're in your contacts list or your missed calls list, swipe over one, you can send that person a direct message, swipe it the other way, and just call them right up. Got your send SOS, direct share, video enhancer, touch sensitivity. This phone has the most amount of features. Now, some people are going to say they're gimmicks. They're only a gimmick if you don't use it. This phone has the most amount of features out of any phone that's out. The only phone that has more features, Galaxy Note 8, because it got the S Pen. All right, so let's keep it moving. Another thing I want to talk about real quick, Bluetooth. Let's go to connections. You see, if you go to Bluetooth, this phone has dual audio. You see dual audio? So basically what that means is you can have two Bluetooth speakers. Doesn't have to be both Sony, both JBL. Any two speakers you got that are Bluetooth capable, pair one up to your phone, activate dual audio, and you can have both of those speakers playing the same song simultaneously. Now, it's not going to be 100% lag free. You might get a little bit of millisecond delay, but if you spread the speakers apart, you got one in your kitchen, one in your living room, you're not going to notice the delay. Dual audio is a major go. Now, let's talk about the camera. That is the best feature of this phone, the camera. I would say this is in the top 5 cameras that I've used yet. Now, my top 5 would be this, Pixel 2 XL, Mate 10 Pro, iPhone 10, iPhone 8. These cameras nowadays are basically like digital cameras, and the Galaxy S9 is no different. The camera on this is amazing. Let's open up the camera real quick. Now, here's your different modes. You got your food, you got panorama, you got pro mode. Full pro mode, change your autofocus. Change your autofocus. Zerks, let's look too cute. Change your autofocus, your white balance, change everything up. You got live focus. Now I'll do a quick live focus. Let's Zerks. All right, Zerks, gotcha. Woo! Got a nice picture of Zerks. Of course, mad, looking mad. Now look at this. This is what I'm talking. This is point and shoot. Look at the background blurred out. Zerks, check this out. This camera is amazing. Now, I don't want to get too deep with all the aperture settings and all that crazy stuff, because you're probably not going to care about that. You're just going to want to point and shoot. Live focus, which is basically portrait mode, works amazing. Y'all seen how quick I just did that. You got auto. Let's do an auto shot. Zerks. This is auto. Didn't change any settings, didn't do anything. Look at that. Look at that detail. I love this camera. All right, that's crazy. Let's see, you got super slow motion. Now, I'll show y'all some super slow motions that I did. You got your AR emoji. All right, now here's my AR emoji. I got to switch cameras real quick. Here's my AR emoji. Now, hold on, let me activate the AR emoji. Hold up. Here's my AR emoji. I know, it's crazy. This is it. Here's my AR emoji. Now, what's the difference between this and Apple with the Animojis? This is way better because look, now it looks similar to me. Now, when you take it, you could add your hair, add your skin tone, do whatever you want. But look now, watch the face closely. Okay, I'm opening my mouth. Watch my eyes. I'm a wink. See, I'm winking one eye, wink the other eye, close both eyes. Look surprised. Look angry. Happy. AR emoji. Now look, this is kind of gimmicky. You're probably not going to use this all of the time, but it's way better than the Apple Animojis, because the Apple Animojis, you literally got what, 5 or 6 Animojis. You send somebody the alien, you send them the pig, you know, you send them the chicken. After a couple of messages, that's it. With the AR emoji, that's your actual face. That's your actual face. You got all of the different settings too now. We'll talk about more AR emoji in a second. But you got all your Instagram. You got your bunny rabbits. Your Snapchat filters. You don't have to go to Snapchat. You got all the different filters. All the different, all the different cute stuff. It's a lot to choose from. A lot. Now let me show you some of the AR emojis real quick while I'm here scrolling. I want to show y'all no thought activity. Oh, as a matter of fact, here, I got some pictures. Look at point and shoot. You see that portrait mode? Incredible. All right, here's the AR emojis. All right, now I can just set this now. Instead of sending a regular emoji or go and find a GIF, this is me. Got an actual no. Somebody, yo, you going to that party tonight? I could just send this right here. No. Now these are stock. Once you put your AR emoji into the phone, you're gonna get all this stuff. So tomorrow I'm taking a flight. Anybody that's not coming with me, bye. I'm sad. Get to the party. There's no thoughts on deck. Got an emoji for that. Thinking, Somebody asked me, yo, you got $100 like a bar? I'm thinking about the last 100 I gave you. You ain't pay me back. That's the thinking, man. Okay. Under the weather, blowing some smoke. Everything is a-okay. All right. Come through my Instagram DMs, ladies. You're gonna get one of these. Look, there's a lot to choose from. Now, so far, I just swiped a little bit. Look, fist bump. So far, look, the kissy face. Me blowing the actual kissy face without me blowing the kissy face. Mind blown. I mean, come on. This is already killing Apple with the animojis. This is already killing it. And look, I'm still going. Now, I never even looked at all of those, but that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Let me exit out of that. AR emojis, crazy. Now, let me show you this super slow motion video real quick. All right, now check this out. I happened to be in the gym and I was washing my hands. I said, this might be the perfect time to try out the slow motion camera. Look how it looks. Now you can add your music to the background and all of that. Look at the water. Let's get that pause out. Look at that. Watch this one more time. Zerk, fall back. Look at that water coming in slow motion. That is incredible. Now, I haven't really fully played with that because I haven't seen too many things that I want to put in slow motion. But trust me, you're going to have a lot of fun with that. Let's see. You got hyperlapse, you got regular slow motion, and you got sports. I would say the best part about this camera is the portrait mode and the AR emojis. I know they're kind of cheesy. But the AR emojis, man, I'm having way too much fun with this. Hold on, I'm going to try one more. Let me switch up. Oh, you know what? They got these too. I'm going to show you something else. All right, so check this out. Now, say you don't want to use your AR emoji and you want something that's similar to an emoji. You got those on deck too. So here's the bunny rabbit. Only difference between this and the iPhone is the whole body. Same thing, same facial recognition. See, I'm shaking my head up and down, left and right. Same thing. You got this little creature right here. I don't know what that is. And you got the fox. All right, mad cute. All right, now let me show you Bixby Vision. All right, so from the camera, we'll put something in display. Let's open up Bixby Vision. Now, from Bixby Vision, you got a text translator. This is pretty dope. So if this was in Spanish, it automatically translated to English. We got image. Let's take a picture of this and see what pops up. You see, Samsung Galaxy. Let's go to images. Different phones popped up that's related to this. You got Galaxy phones. A lot of similar stuff. Let's go to shopping. Now, for shopping, this is the lilac, the Thanos version. We'll take a picture of this. Watch what's going to pop up. Different purple haze cases to match the purple phone. It knows that this is the purple Galaxy S9. You got location. Now, place is dope. If I tried this out earlier, I just took a picture of the corner of my block. I stood in the middle of the street, took a picture of the corner, and you know what popped up? All different restaurants and stores that were in walking distance from the picture I took. That is crazy. So say you go out of town and you're looking for food, take a picture of the nearest corner, and you're going to get different restaurants that pop up. You can take a picture of food, wines, and you got your QR code scanner. The camera on this phone is amazing. Now, the front-facing camera is just as good. Only thing like I said earlier, I don't like is no wide-angle selfie lanes, but you do have panoramic selfies, which will give you a wide angle shot. Not the best in the world though. Next, I know I'm about to wrap this up. This video taking forever. Let's get into secure folders. Now, everybody was asking me about the thought protection. How come they don't have thought protection? You got a similar feature to that on this. It's called secure folders. Now, if you look at mine's, let's zoom in closely. You see it says Thought Life. That's my Thought Life folder. Now, let me show you how this works. Let's go to my camera right now. I'm going to take a picture, right? Now, here's my gallery. You notice the first two pictures is just, Galaxy phones. Matter of fact, let me show you a better way to see how this works. All right, so let me give you a quick demo on how to use secure folders. Fellas, pay attention. Now, say I happen to be on Instagram scrolling and I come across a nice picture like this that I want to save to my personal files. Shout out to Bernice, looking mad good. Shout out to Who But D, I see you creeping. Let me show you how to do this. Now, I'm going to grab my Galaxy S9 Plus. We'll open this up. Let's go to camera. Now, I'm going to take a little photo. Okay, just like that. Let's go to gallery. Now I'm going to crop this up because we don't need all the extra stuff in the background. We'll just crop it up just like that. We'll hit save. And I got a nice photo on deck for my scumbag tactics. Exit out. Now say I leave my phone on the table unlocked, or maybe somebody knows my pin or my pattern. They go to my camera, hit gallery. I'm busted, looking like a sleazeball. Got the two photos on deck. How do I solve that? Well, once I take the picture, you see the three dots on the top? Hit that, move to Thought Life. Now, Thought Life is my personal name for the secure folder. You can name yours whatever you want, and you can change that folder icon to whatever you want. So we'll hit move to Thought Life. It's going to bring up my biometrics. Let me put in my different pin, and it's moving the picture over. Now, here's the raw photo. We hit the three dots, move to Thought Life, and we good. Now, you see no more pictures in my gallery. So we'll exit out of that. Now let me show you how this works. So now say I left the same phone on the table. Somebody picks it up, hits camera, goes to gallery. No scumbag pictures. Where's my pictures at? Let's go to Thought Life. There's my Thought Life folder. We'll open this up. Now, usually once you power off the phone, I didn't power off the screen. You can lock this. Well, once you put something in your folder, make sure you turn the display off. It's automatically going to lock. We'll open this back up. Go to Thought Life. It's going to ask for your biometrics. Let me put in my pin. Here's all my Thought Life photos. Now I got gallery. There's the two photos on deck. I can have contacts, calendar events, video files. I can put as many apps in here as I want. You can put emails. Do whatever you want. Now, it's not as convenient as the thought protection on the Mate 10 Pro or the Honor V10, but it gets the job done. You see where I'm going with this. All right, so that is a major go. Next, now let's talk about the lag factor real quick before we get out of here. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being no lag, 1 being the laggiest Galaxy S2 from back in the days. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this a certified 9. You don't see any lag on this whatsoever. Now, it's kind of early for a Galaxy phone, so we can't get too hyped. We got to come back after about a month. But so far, no lag whatsoever. Now, one more category I got to talk about. Everybody knows my favorite category, the floss factor. What is the floss factor? That means you got your Galaxy S9 Plus or you got your Galaxy S9. I'm just wiping them down. And somebody comes on the set. They got their Note 8. Somebody comes with the Mate 10 Pro Porsche Edition. Somebody got an iPhone 10. Somebody got an iPhone 8 Plus. Somebody got a LG G6. Any other phone that you could think of. Where do you fit in on the food chain? Well, I would say Galaxy S9 and Galaxy S9 Plus, your floss factor on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll do another number. Your floss factor is about a 7 to 8. Now, depending on which color you get, if you get the lilac purple, purple haze, Thanos Infinity Gauntlet Edition, then it goes up to about an 8. But your floss factor on this one ain't the highest in the world because pretty much this is a Galaxy phone, just like an iPhone 10. Anywhere you go, you're going to see somebody with this phone. Now, that doesn't make it, trash because everybody got it. But it kind of cuts down on the unique factor. You are flossing pretty good with this because everybody knows you got the latest and greatest This is the big boy. But it's just not that unique. It's not that different. You're going to see these a dime a dozen. You're going to see these everywhere you go. So the floss factor is pretty high on this one, 7 to 8, but not through the roof. The last phone that I got with a floss factor through the roof is this one right here. I got to wipe it down for dramatic effect. Mate 10 Pro Porsche Edition. Now, this is the flossiest phone that I got. Why? Because you ain't got it. Now, when I say you, I don't mean you personally. I've been a lot of places. Now, I've been rocking this phone for about a month. I've never seen anybody else in the same place as me with this phone. So that makes this phone ultra unique. Now, does it make it better than the Galaxy S9 Plus? The answer is no. Pound for pound, the S9 Plus is a better phone. I just like it because it's a little bit more unique. It's a little bit more different. But if you get yourself a Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus, you're going to be high in the food chain. Now, one more thing. Accessories. Now, a lot of people asking me about the different accessories and the case videos and all of that. I got a bunch of cases. I wanted to get through this video first, but starting next week, I'll get into a bunch of case videos. Maybe I'll do maybe 5 or 6. If you're not interested in case videos, then don't watch. Please don't hit me up complaining, oh, another case video, another case video. If you're not interested in cases, then don't watch. People that just spent $1,000 on the phone, they looking for cases just like me, and I'm showcasing that. Now, I got a bunch of other stuff too as far as accessories. We got the Samsung DeX that still works with this, Gear VR. If you get one of these, make sure you get yourself a Gear watch. It works in perfect conjunction with these. Basically, like I said, if I missed anything, which I probably didn't because this video is mad long, hit me up in the comments and I'll try to get back to y'all. If there's any specific cases y'all want to see, but I'll just give y'all a quick heads up. I got UAG, I got Incipio, Tech 21, Ghost Tech. Of course, I got to get the leather that just came in the mail today. Y'all remember the Dragons. I got some leather ones from Motomo. And I'll do one more video after that with a combination of everything else. Now, real quick, I know I keep saying real quick. So far, as of right now, my favorite case by far is the red Alcantara. This case is so dope. Now, I did a separate video on these. If you want to see this case, look at this. This case is badass. So I had to get one for each phone. All right, so we got the black Alcantara and the blue. Now, not the most protective cases, but that feel on this case, amazing. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise, Spock here.
Spock, one to beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.